Texans. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
Well, you think 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Here's Luck now on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cole. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. A big first down on a fake punt. What a call. 16 yards. Wow, what a gutsy call. If you're the defense, opening drive, you just got the stop, or at least you think, and then boom, right back on the field for more.
It had the feel of something that they had planned for all week long. Hey, first drive of the game, let's be aggressive, let's go get them. And now defensively, they've got to be writing notes to themselves. In practice, work on fake punts right out of the gate because that was really unexpected.
Now Gordon on first down. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll try the air now with Locke. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Luck on first down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Luck. And a reception made by Dante Moncrief. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Caught Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
To throw on 2nd down is Love. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The 4-time All-Pro, J.J. Watt. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Out of the gun, Luck. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, it's Watson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. This is Deontay Foreman, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throwing on third down, Watson. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, here's Love. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. On 1st and 10, Locke. Throw left side complete. That's Cole. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the gun, here's Love. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. Now it's Locke off the bootleg. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. On 1st down, it's Luck. Lee's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Luck now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. Had a nice broken tackle and then brought down right around the 20. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now Love. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Luck now. Only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Locke. Dancing to his left. And it's a Jacksonville touchdown.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Watson to throw on 3rd down. Try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, This one's going the other way.
After the interception, it's Love. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Luck. And he's going to go down again. Khalil Mack. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Back to throw. Love. Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. And the Jaguars send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
Back 22! Back 22! Target!
On first down, Watson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Down. Back 22! Back 22! Come back!
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Griffin. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Target! Come back!
Now a first down throw, Watson. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Watson on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Throwing again is Watson. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Now a first down throw, Locke. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Lambeau will put this one through. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Green the line! Green the line!
Throwing on first down. Watson. Hopkins on the ground over the middle. And it's a fumble. And the Jags grab it. Oh, and now he bowls him over. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Lambeau on for the extra point. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Watson on first down. And Miller with it over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on a run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Here's Watson on 1st and 10. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Watson now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Watson. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Black 22! Black 22!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play. And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Black 22! Black 22!
Again, it's Watson. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Michael Pruitt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans get a bit closer. A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker. Sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Down! Black 22!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans cut into that lead. And it's up and good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. To return it is Corey Grant. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I bet you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
To throw on second down is Locke. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
The Jaguars on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Locke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cole, and he's able to get up here to the 26. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. A terrific return, 30 yards all in all. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Elsewhere at Arrowhead, they're in the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have added on. They're pulling away in that one. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Watson. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now Watson. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Watson now throwing on 1st down and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down, they hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Now, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are out in the field, and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
The Texans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Richmond. Flag 22. Flag 22.
Out of the gun, Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And down inside the 15 he goes. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here. Otherwise, they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Jaguars on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 15. Out of the gun, Luck. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He may try and run for this. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. the intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner, level in everything he does, and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They run again with Foreman. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Black 22! Black 22!
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere. Yeah,
and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing that.
Absolutely. Oh, wow, I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. 23 yards on the play. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll go with Foreman. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Back 22. Back 22. Target.
He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. Point after here coming up. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. That game's gone final in Indianapolis. And it was the Colts emerging victorious. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. Now Luck. Flushed out right. Completes it to Lee. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. So there's the spike as it comes with 23 seconds to go. Luck. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
On fourth down, Locke. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, fourth quarter now at Soldier Field. And the Patriots, they've extended their lead in that one. A win, if they can get it, would be their first on the year. A run by Foreman to start the drive. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. First throw at OT for Watson. He's going to let this go deep. Back over. Oh, and it's intercepted. Rookie Derwin James with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
First throw in overtime for Locke. Sets up the screen to Gordon. No gain on the screen there at second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10.
12.
On second down, here's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And some space here. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
The Jaguars on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Locke. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And the Jaguars send out their punter on for a very important punt here in overtime. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On first down, Watson. On the right side, this is Miller. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
On first and 10, Watson. And it's incomplete.
You got to remember, because now that we're in overtime, mistakes get magnified. So you got to walk that line between being aggressive and being careful, because that was a dangerous throw right there. You obviously could not have an interception in this spot.
And nearly was an interception. He's lucky to get that one back. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Texans on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. The Texans send the punter out. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And now out come the Jags. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On first and 10, Locke. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Luck on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. That's Cole. And he's brought down after a good gain. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Luck on first down. Lee's got it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts, maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
And with just 2 seconds remaining, the timeout is called here in OT. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. This to win it in overtime. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short. Well, we had 2 ties last season in 2016, and now we've got another here.
They're part of the game, but I can sound philosophical here and say, well, what can you do? But neither team happy, right? No one wants to walk away from here with a tie, but I guess it's better than walking away with a loss, right?
Yeah, I guess that's the bright side for both teams, but nobody walking away a victor. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's he said it's a them pretty. You look like Beyonce.